Hey folks, Allison here. Well, today I want to talk about faith, all right? Because we're told to have faith, right? But are you doing it right? That's the big question. Because sometimes faith for many people, and it was for me for a while, was the belief that if I wish really, really hard for something, God will do it, all right? Now, tells us, ask and you will receive, seek and you will find, knock, the door will be open to you. It's a little bit confusing because we're also told to pray with this caveat, if it's your will. And that used to scare me because what if it wasn't his will? It meant I was attached to my own will and what I wanted. Faith ultimately is the belief in God's love for you. It is your trust in God. Now, we're told to make our desires known to God, to pour our hearts out to God, to ask Him for those things that we want, those things that we need. And yet we have to give that little, if it's your will, Lord, because we don't always know what's good for us. We don't see what's up the road. We only see what seems to be good for us now. I always joke that, God's never really impressed with my ideas, Now, that doesn't mean that I haven't had some big answered prayers. I have, but I am grateful for the ones He didn't answer. So when you're having faith or when you're praying, remember that this is all about your relationship with God, your relationship with Jesus, our suffering Savior. He came that we may have life and have it to the full. But that doesn't mean that He's a slot machine that we put our quarter in and He gives us what we want, because He knows better. Now, imagine like if your husband was giving you a surprise party, but you just kept, bugging him because you didn't want any kind of surprises. You just had to know everything he was doing. Right? He would never have the joy of giving you that, and you would never have the joy of experiencing that surprise party, right? So I think we need to really get a better handle on our faith. Pray with faith and trust that He's going to give you the best answer. And many times it is going to be that thing you're praying for, because often God puts that desire on our heart for those big things in life. All right, but sometimes He makes us wait. Sometimes it's really not what He wants for us, and there's something better. So if you say, for example, Lord, struggling financially, give me so much money that I'll never want for anything, or make me so happy with very little that I won't want for anything that way, because it doesn't matter how I'm happy, right? It doesn't really matter as long as you're happy. When we start to kind of balk at that, that means that we're very attached to our own will. So faith in God's goodness, faith in God's love for you. There's a reason we have crucifixes in the Catholic Church, because we remember He suffered and died for us. That's how much He loves you. All right, so keep that in mind. Believe in God's goodness. Trust Him. All right, and He will act. He will act in your life in big ways, but He always likes to surprise us with things even better than what we're looking for. I hope you find that helpful. Make sure you like and share the video, and please download the free report, 8 Keys to Emotional and Spiritual Freedom. I think you're going to find it really helpful. God bless you.